Press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
This is the new 11061 self-adjusting wire stripper. This is a great tool for HVAC applications specifically because it allows you to strip the outer jacket of the thermostat wire and then also allows you to strip all the individual wires associated with that, whether you have a 5, 4, 3, or even a 7 conductor, because of the automatic self-adjusting heads. You have the one thumb wheel here that allows you to adjust the tension that comes down on top of the wire, and then you also have another adjustment here that will adjust the wire stop. So depending on the length that you're looking at cutting or stripping, this allows you to do that. Again, with this, it allows you to put the outer jacket into the stripping head here and self-adjust. You take that out, and then all of a sudden you have all the different conductors there to where you can then place it in there, make a slight adjustment on the wheel, and self-adjust again. This tool also features a wire cutting mechanism here, which you can cut to whatever wire length you need. The new Klein 11061.
How do you maximize the return on your scrap cable? Bright copper wire can be worth as much as 3.5 times copper wire with its insulation still in place. There are several ways to remove the insulation. You could use an industrial stripper. However, these are not portable and very expensive. You could use a regular utility knife and try to do it by hand. This doesn't work for most cables. It's very time-consuming and not very practical. There are also other pitfalls of using a utility knife. Some people even burn the insulation off their cable. This is not only illegal in some areas and terrible for the environment, but the reclamation value is less than 1/3 of that of bright copper wire. If you don't remove the insulation from your scrap cable, you may as well burn your money. Introducing Cable Knife, the world's best handheld cable stripper for the purpose of maximizing scrap value. Cable Knife uses regular utility knife blades to cut through the insulation, leaving the user with a bright copper wire which can be worth up to 3.5 times the value of unstripped cable. So, how does it work? The cable is placed into the rear of the tool. The hand gripper is squeezed to locate the cable in the guide. The knife blade is pressed into the insulation using the thumb. Finally, the cable is pulled through the tool to complete the cut, and the insulation peels off like a banana skin. Cable Knife will remove the insulation from flat cables up to 19 mm squared. The unique cable guide keeping the cable centered during the cutting process. Round cables from 1 mm up to 20 mm in diameter can be stripped using Cable Knife. Cable Knife will remove the insulation from solid core cable, braided cable, even coaxial cable. The unique cable guide ensures that cables of all sizes and shapes are kept centered in the cutting chamber for the knife blade to make a clean surgical cut in the insulation with the minimum of effort. Perfect for electricians, plumbers, DIYers, and anybody else who's looking to maximize their return on scrapping copper cable. This is the tool that metal recyclers don't want you to know about. They profit removing the insulation from the cable that you bring to them, and they make thousands of pounds more for the bright copper wire than they paid you. Put that money back in your wallet. Dry bright copper wire is currently worth approximately £2,650 per tonne. PVC wire is approximately £800 per tonne. Cable Knife will pay for itself very quickly. Strip a little each day or save it up and do it once a year. Maximise your scrap value.
Klein's heavy-duty steel wire strippers boast the heritage and durability of Klein pliers with the sharpness and precision of a wire stripper. Like Klein's iconic pliers, these wire strippers are hot forged, making them 4 times stronger than traditional Klein wire strippers. Heat treating optimizes the strength of the steel at the microscopic level to ensure that the tool is sturdy, the handles are soft, and the cutting edges are hard. 2 models strip solid and stranded wire. Each feature the 2 most common sizes for screw shearing. The hot riveted joint prevents wobble and separation of the blades over time. Induction hardened cutting knives, easily pinch cut hardwire, perform better and last longer than the stamp tools knives. Knurled jaws produce a strong grip when you're grabbing or twisting wire. The wide heads let you twist up to 3 wires at a time. Klein curve handles with the Journeyman grip provide added comfort. Made with the same exacting standards as Klein pliers, these heavy-duty wire strippers will be in your tool bag for the next generation. Klein Tools, for the professional tradesperson since 1857.
Tired of constantly switching back and forth between wire strippers and pliers? Klein's side-cutting pliers come with stripping holes to save you time on the job and space in your tool belt. The 9-inch Journeyman high-leverage side cutters with wire stripper and crimper cuts and strips 10 to 12 gauge solid and 12 to 14 gauge stranded wire. The built-in crimper works for non-insulated connectors, lugs, and terminals. Klein's forged design, combined with induction-hardened cutting knives, cut hard wire, perform better, and last longer than other cutters. Dual material Journeyman handles provide better grip and added comfort. The tempered handles absorb the snap when cutting wire to reduce hand and wrist fatigue. The hot riveted joint on Klein's all-purpose pliers ensures smooth action with no handle wobble. The heavier, forged steel construction makes these pliers extremely durable. Start saving time and get more done with the high-leverage side-cutting pliers with wire strippers. Klein Tools, for the professional tradesperson since 1857.